Hi, Rushy here. Welcome back to Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. It has been so long since I've recorded one of these episodes. I love this game. I just felt like I needed to take a bit of a break. I took a break from a lot of games though, to be fair. I kind of just went on a Stardew Valley like spiral for a while. And I think that's healthy and important to do because sometimes you just need to go back to your comfort games and just envelop yourself in them. What's new in my life? Not much. I had some health shit happen. I saw a bunch of, I say bunch, I went to a couple concerts. Just recently I went to Bring Me the Horizon and I'm still finding bruises. I'm clearly not able to be in the mosh as long as I used to be when I was younger. But, you know, it was fantastic. I had the best time. And I have another concert. I'm going to see Niall Horan this weekend as well. So I'm having an interesting time period in my life where I'm just constantly busy. Not much time for recordings, but hey, that's life. That's what happens. And I'm still having great fun with doing this and I'm going to keep doing it. But in saying that, since I haven't played this for a while, I don't really remember anyone's voices that I was doing. So, you know, we're going to find them together. And it'll be like a fun little project. As we remember, if I'm remembering correctly, we are currently supporting our friend Dahlia in becoming the new head of the coven against Jasmine, if I'm remembering. And this is Jasmine here. I don't want to invite you yet. We've got our friend Brahma here. Abracadabra. And then how many cards we got? Let's have a look at our deck. We still have quite some, like, we have the Fable, which I made last time. We have the Cosmic Wheel, which is fun to draw. Oh yeah, I can study them. Damn, I remember doing that. I don't really want to make another card right now. I don't think I need to just yet. Well, let's just invite Jasmine now. And see what she has to say. Thank you so much for inviting me to your home before all this chaos starts. Let me know when it's a good time and I'll come immediately. Looking forward to seeing you, your friend Jasmine. As a little disclaimer, my voice is not too great. I had COVID recently and it kind of stole my voice from me for a while. So, you know, eventually it'll come back. But if I sound a little bit weird, yeah, it's because COVID. It was a while ago though. It's just my voice is really, I've always had issues with, like, I get chronic sinusitis and shit too. So like I always have issues with my nasal passage and throat and everything. So I don't know if you notice, I sniff a lot. Like I sniffle a lot. In a lot of my recordings when I'm editing, I have to cut out so many times where I'm just like, yeah, I always have something going on apparently. So, but that's my disclaimer. If I sound weird, that's why. Sorry. Get in here, girl. Hi, Jasmine. Jesus. Oh, wasn't I just myself now? I completely reneged on having an accent for Fortuna. Thanks for coming, Jasmine. Always a pleasure. Getting used to your new situation? You bet. In just a few weeks, I'm getting more social activity than I had even before being exiled. That's good. You've got a lot of catching up to do with the coven. Patrice came by the way. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that. We saw her sister and she was fucking awesome. Oh, yeah? How is she? I haven't seen her since you were exiled. Yeah, she's been busy with work. You know her. Yeah, always so driven. Her new thing is that she wants me to run for leader. Oh, and are you? Not exactly. We're teaming up with Dahlia. I'll become an advisor of sorts when she gets to rule the coven. If she gets to rule the coven, you mean? Yes, of course. I'm sorry. How did we end up in this situation? Couldn't we all just, I don't know, run together? Our agendas don't align too well. Of course, I understand. And I won't change my program for anything. I truly believe I could make a change, make us all happier. I have no doubt about that. Just promise me we'll still be friends, whatever happens. Always. Don't you worry about that. I love you. Oh, I love you too. Well, I better go and start preparing then. I'm up against 3 of the most formidable witches I've ever known after all. Good luck, Jasmine. Yeah, you too. Oh man. No, Jasmine! Did we tell Jasmine about Abramar? I know we told Patrice. I don't know if we told Jasmine. Was Abramar just vibing here while Jasmine was like, bye? Okay, weird. Oh, Patrice is coming back again. I don't remember the voice I gave to Patrice. Oh my god. I remember now. Ha 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 ha. I totally didn't forget. Everything is set to go. Dahlia is ready. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll come over there to review Dahlia's program and campaign plan. Campaign plan. Get over here, girls. Yes, flying together, you fucking queens. Hell yeah. Dahlia. Together, we rise. Fortuna. Let's rule this universe together. That's the spirit. Is this a winning team or what? Your energy has won us half the race already. Let's get right to it. How are you feeling, Fortuna? I'm ready and focused. I'm actually excited. I'm kind of eager to start. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Jasmine? I met her on my own to avoid any tense situations between the 3 of us. Yeah? And how did she take it? It was intense, but I believe her fine. She left so dejected. Feel bad. Well, that's only natural. Don't feel bad. Jasmine's stronger than you and me combined, Fortuna. You think so? Trust me, she's the oldest witch among us. She's seen a lot. Well, in any case, it's good that you're not going to take pity on her. No. I respect Jasmine too much for that. She's going to be a worthy adversary. Okay, do you want to take the lead, Dahlia? I've got you. Let's do this. What's the plan? It's okay though, like, didn't I foresee that Dahlia was gonna die? So, oh no. Uh-oh. Let's go out there and start spreading the wonders of our program. Don't you think it'll be better if we strategize a bit first? What is there left to plan? Everything? I'm more the kind of witch that works with her gut. That's alright. It's a great asset to have, a leader with sharp instincts. But do you mind if I take care of the most boring analytical parts? Okay, I understand. The floor is yours. I say we analyse our opponents first. Then I'll interview you two to see where we stand on the main issues. After that, we can review our programme. Once we get to something solid, we should schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. How does that sound? Smart. You're right. I'm ready. Good. First of all, to check we're all up to speed. Fortuna, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the coven? You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Do you need me to explain them to you? I heard about them, but please explain it to me again. Thorough. That's good. Here's the deal. There are 5 key directives that keep our coven's cogs churning. As I said, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Make good note of them. Judgment is about how we deal with conflicts within the coven, how we determine who's at fault and such. Yeah. It's also the executive branch, where the coven is going, how we deal with major events, that sort of thing. Until now, we've had runic judgment, which basically consisted of Adana consulting with the gods and us blindly swallowing whatever she fed us. Then we have law enforcement. That is how the coven punishes anyone who did something wrong or forbidden, as determined by judgment. Right now, as you are well aware, we send infractors to exile for a variable amount of time, depending on the severity of their actions. Can our slogan be "Fuck you, exile"? Very punk. It may work. Just kidding. Next is forbidden arts. That's how we deal with perilous magic and knowledge such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, etc. The current directive is that when the coven determines that something could put our community at risk, we ban it. let me tell you, the age of fear is about to end. Then there's mortal affairs. That's how we deal with humans and, as traditionally put, other lesser beings. Lesser beings as in animals or any life form that doesn't have access to magic, actually. Fuck that term, by the way. Adana determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulated at witches' convenience. Did you know that Adana wanted us to cause World War III on Earth? What? Why? To harvest energy from mortals. Ha! Piece of shit. I'm so happy that she's dead. Fucking bastard. We still have a celebration pending to send her off to hell. You bet. Last item. Witch duties. That defines what obligations members have to the coven. Right now we have those obnoxious quarterly controls Adana imposed on us to check on our progress. You skip them thanks to exile, but damn if they haven't been a pain in the arse. Also, should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose their membership. Imagine the strain that's put on many of our sisters. I would have gladly done my homework in exchange for freedom, though. I know, but still. Luckily, the controls are suspended until after the elections, and many of us are hoping they'll be cancelled forever. You bet they will be. Nice. That's all 5 of them, right? Yes. But for these elections, there's an additional critical point to the race. What to do with Adana's corpse. Oh, right. The coven's divided between devouring her, making the 100 members that we are right now become more powerful, or scattering her remains throughout the cosmos so more witches can ascend, making the coven more diverse. There's no actual dilemma here, though. I wouldn't eat that bitch's corpse even if you baked her into a chocolate cake. We need to open our doors to more witches. Let's turn Adana into something good. Alright, understood. I don't have strong opinions about it, whatever you think is best. Anyway, internalize these issues, take your time, let me know when you're ready to continue. Done? Done. Jesus, fuck, I wasn't done. Good, let's start dissecting our rivals then. Here's the intel I gathered on Jasmine. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 1800. Jesus. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporary witches with our world wars, TV, internet and other global lunacies. I don't really know what those are either. Oh, yeah, sorry. You're not even from Earth to begin with. The thing is, Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation according to the most conservative witches. Her politics are a liberal revision of Adana's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from many duties and the fear of failure. How did you manage to get all that info on so little time? Please, I'm a detective, sis. This was barely scratching the surface. Now, focus. Her program to achieve this is judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she'll be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the oldest witches will be banned. Then for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that will be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for the witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the coven's interests in mind, and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Adana's corpse so we all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's program? Sure. I'm impressed, Patrice. That's some amazing work. Thank you. Now, tell me, what can we do against this program? I trust that everyone will see how our approach is far superior. And if not, we'll make up for it by showing spirit. Spirit's important, yes, but we need some strategies to have the upper hand, dialectically. Fortuna, any ideas? What do you think's best strategy to undermine Jasmine's program? Ah, fuck. I think this lacks policies will incentivize foul play. Or these plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Interesting. If we adopt this strategy, we may polarize the coven's opinion. But in the long run, we could gather the support of the young and weak, plus the support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good. Now to assess the candidate herself, let's use our privileged info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She can be extremely cunning. That's what I'm most afraid of. You're right to be on guard, yeah. Fortuna, what would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She does have a mother-like aura. Right. A mother figure could well become the prom queen of this race. Many voters decide based on instinct rather than analysis, and Jasmine's persona promises to be an excellent caretaker for the lot of us. We'll need to expose her ugly side to distort those motherly attributes. Do we really need to stoop that low? I'd rather lose honorably. Okay. You're cool. Now to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Combat. She's just not made for action. Well, I don't know if there'll be a lot of opportunities during this campaign to show one's might, but yeah, duly noted. What do you say, Fortuna? What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Her compassion, maybe? Sweet Jasmine. That sounds more like a virtue, but you're right. Compassion is something exploitable in its own way. Taking pity on your rivals can be the ruin of a leader. We could also point out how some of her policies will cause suffering for some people. We can throw her off her game by toying with her pity. I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about Dahlia, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Dahlia, focus on bringing your best game, and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. You're overthinking it. I've got this team. Damn, you're cool. Shall we move on to Compressor? What? Who the hell's Compressor? Oh, right. That old log is running for leader too. No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she is a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who she is already, come on. Oh Jesus, she's a tree. Compressor, the historian witch. The eldest witch, now coven. She precedes even Adana. Compressor's originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. She has an infallible memory. All events are registered inside her tree rings. The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently Compressor isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the coven, so for the first time she's running for leader. Her program's easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Adana left them. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Adana's corpse as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the coven. Wow. Fuck Compressor. Fuck her indeed. Fuck her program in any case. I know Compressor personally, she's very kind and helpful, but yeah, no one wants the ghost of Adana to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Compressor has this special, mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. But what I'm more afraid of is that depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Compressor. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Compressor and keep her in check, it all should be alright, I think. Actually, I believe it's good that she's running. From the warfare point of view, that's the best case scenario for us. Divide and conquer. If the conservative side is split between Compressor and Jasmine, we can easily emerge as the dominant force. Wow, your experience as a warrior witch is going to come in handy. We warrior witches aren't all about smashing things, you know. That's so hard to say, warrior witch, warrior witch. You need brains to take on the most challenging forces of the cosmos. You have my respect. Don't underestimate Dahlia, Patrice. I won't. Anyway, I think we're ready to get into Dahlia's program now. Do you want to take 5? I'm good. Fortuna, how are you? Now let's get this over with already. Alright, go ahead, Dahlia. Okay, hear this. Judgment by referendum. Enforcement? None. Fuck that. I say we go for amicable resolution. Forbidden arts? None. Fuck prohibitions. Let's invest in educating our sisters so we're all aware of the risks and rewards. Mortal affairs? Fuck mortals. What? Sorry, I got carried away with the fuck thing. I say we cut all ties with mortals. We are way too privileged to be messing with people's lives. Just leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Gotcha. Witch duties, magical tax. This is the true game changer. Have every member of the coven share a percentage of their magic output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. That could be a pretty powerful asset for the coven, yeah. And that's it. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? You forgot about the hottest topic, what to do with Adana's corpse. We scattered the shit out of that abomination of a leader, of course. Witchhood is so precious. We should open the doors for more women to become witches. Gotcha. So, honest feedback. Of course, shoot. You're betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, I must say. Why aim for less? I feel you, but our opponents are going to pick us apart. Better stay ahead and do our own self-analysis. Gotcha. Fortuna, what would you say is the best strategy to counter Dahlia's stance? Expose her naivety, faith and good intentions can be ridiculous. Yeah, that's probably what our rivals will go for. They'll most likely say that the ideal community Dahlia wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. Let them try. I know we can inspire everyone to wish for an ideal community. I hope you're right. Let's change gears. What about our strengths? I'm definitely the strongest candidate. Oh yeah? In what sense? In the literal one. Okay, good to know. Should it all end in a battle royale? In all seriousness, it's hard to think about one's own virtues. I know. Fortuna, you know her well. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? The confidence she projects and her charisma is amazing. Yeah, if this were a popularity contest, she'd have the upper hand. I'm sure our campaign will kick off with a lot of momentum. Our rivals can't hope to defeat us on any revolutionary grounds. They'll have to overplay their intelligence and mysticism to get a bite of Dahlia's cake. I'd like a bite of Dahlia's cake. Anyway, what about her weaknesses? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? Impulsive, impatient, gets angry easily. Yeah. I don't think she's impatient. She is, though. What? I'm kidding. They'll likely try to provoke you during the debates. If you lose your cool, the coven is sure to question your ability to lead. I know. I'll be strong. All right, we're all up to speed with the plan and the situation now. Should we go out there and start kicking some political arse? Well, I say now we take a moment to reevaluate our programme. After this self-analysis, we might find some aspects we could adjust to increase our chances. Okay, what would you change? And before you even start, I won't budge regarding the judgment system. Referendum is the way to go. Also, I'm extremely proud of the magical tax. Yeah, that's a very interesting one. Asking for a percentage of the magical output of every member. Yeah, that's a very interesting one. Asking for a percentage of the magical output of every member of the coven. It'll open the door to attempt some ambitious projects. That much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. I'm super excited about forging a massive sword to stay cosmic horrors. Provided the referendum approves of that. Of course. Fortuna, based on what we've studied so far, what do you think could improve from Dahlia's program? Probably law enforcement. Okay, these are the current stances. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Compressor wants to keep exile as punishment. And Dahlia advocates for amicable agreement. What do you think would be the best system for law enforcement? I do like amicable resolution. Dahlia's idea about believing in amicable resolution may seem naive, but what is there to police, really, if we already have the arbitrage office? It's ideal and quite beautiful to trust in our sister's ability to coexist. But the arbitrage office only really covers the magical pact. Shouldn't we have a way to mediate more mundane conflicts within the coven?
The arbitrage office won't interfere in issues like who has rights over a newly discovered domain or who should be responsible for a common project gone wrong. What do we do in those cases?
We leave that in the hands of a referendum. If a situation becomes unresolvable, we'll just consult with every sister. Some 100 witches should amount to good judgment, no?
Huh. Yeah, maybe. What do you think would be the best system for law enforcement?
I have trouble feelings towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. I don't like the idea of keeping law and order through fear. On the other hand, we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive?
Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies?
Not that, but hey, that may be an idea.
What about community service?
Elaborate. Instead of expelling members or, God forbid, send them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping the explorers, whatever is needed, really.
That may not be a bad idea. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, that's for sure. I'm not against it if you trust it'll improve our program. All right, what do you think would be the best system for law enforcement?
Let's go for community service.
Okay, that's a substantial change. You made a great point, yeah. Do you want to change anything else? Hey, hold your horses. That one change is fine, but don't go changing my whole plan, friends. You're the boss. Are you happy with this change, or do you want to focus on another point of the program?
I'm happy. I don't think we should be messing with mortal affairs.
That settles it then. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours.
I'm making it mine.
It's being internalized. It's mine, it's ours, it's us. Dahlia, you're going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals in the old coven. I'm ready for anything. We're going to need to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan.
Oh, God. I don't know, a slogan sounds cheap.
Come on, don't try to play it cool. We need a slogan. It's not like other politicians use them for fun. They really do work.
Okay, whatever.
I got one. Power in numbers. It's good. I'd say it suits you. What do you say, Fortuna? Any ideas for a slogan?
Make our coven great again. No! No! I like stronger together.
Stronger together? Very simple, but it does the job. I don't know, isn't it what any coven should aspire to? That's why we were in a coven to begin with. Yeah, simple's good. I like the word strong, and I like being together. A slogan is all about marketing and needs to sell the idea of a better future. You're right, Dahlia. Stronger and together are both quite desirable terms. I'd be proud to run under this motto. Let's do it. Perfect. We're almost done.
What else?
What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster.
Oh, you're gonna make me make a poster?
What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with Dahlia's face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's a great idea. I'm in. Do we know any cool artists? Fortuna, I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose a nice poster for our friend? You sure? I don't... Yes. Make a poster for me, Fortuna. Please? Come on, you're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices.
I don't know if I like calling them artist juices. What the hell? Here we go. Oh my god. Okay.
Look at Dahlia!
Okay, I don't know if I like the heart. I mean, there's not really many options. That's kind of cool though. I like that. Oh, I didn't notice this. Oh, that's the background. Okay, I want that behind Dahlia. That's kind of cool. I like that. Is there anything else I can add? I could add like blue sparkles, but I don't really like the blue. No, I don't want that one. Okay, I kind of like that. That's kind of, it's classic, you know?
I wish I could change the color of this, but I like it. It's a good classic poster. Here, what do you think? I like it. It's very dynamic. There's so much lightning. Makes me look a bit like a superhero, doesn't it? Should I give it another try? Are you kidding? It's perfect. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm going to keep one in my workshop forever. Shut up. I'm so ready to win this. Finally. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for politics. It's too much work. I feel you. Anything for our sisters, though. Thank you so much for your help, Fortuna. You too, Patrice. I'll do my best to not disappoint you. Likewise. Oh. Chapter 6, Pandemonium. What is happening? Please wait here. Eugenia will be here in a minute. What is this? Am I dead? Huh. No, don't worry. You're not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more, though. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Eugenia is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. A what? Come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything's gonna be alright. I must go. Just get comfortable. But, bye. What the I was just doing... What happened? Yeah, okay, I guess I'll sit here. Just get comfortable. My clothes are still wet. And how did this much sand get under my swimsuit? Oh, this is when I first became a witch. Shit, I still have the keys of the food truck on me. I hope Eva and Patrice managed to get back home okay. Ah, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway with those fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too, lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shredding back some dry husk, and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, this isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go home. Yeah. Oh! I'm sorry. I love you already. Relax, I'm here to look after you. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Very observant. My kin are what human witches call dear folk. Oh, and you are a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes. Congratulations. You ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. Amazing. Yo, what are we doing? 32 cycles left. What is happening? Am I like... I'm full political mode though, bro. Let's go. Okay, well, we're going to get into this next part. But this game is sure taking a turn. Less about tarot, more about becoming a leader of the coven now. Amazing progression. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. I'm hungry because I've been looking at this cauldron over here that looks like it's got mac and cheese in it or onion soup. So I'm going to go eat. But I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.